Well, this is going to be called Shouldn't Be Left Alone or something like that. And it's quite true. You can't really leave me alone. Otherwise, I'm going to end up hurting my goddamn self. And I've done it again. Probably about 4 days ago now. What's today? Sunday? Thursday, I think it was. Yeah, it was about 4 days ago. I went out to the shops as normal. And when I came back, I found I didn't have my keys with me. I'd locked myself out of not only the house, but out of the garden, so I couldn't even get through the front gate. Well, that was 3 weeks ago, maybe a day or so more. And today, here I am, back where it all started. I just got back from a trip out on my bike, and I arrived back at the house only to find that I was locked out. Now that is crazy, so obviously I went back to the bike here and had a good look around inside for the keys, had a good look in my bag for the keys. No keys. What the hell? How could that have happened? Well, I don't know. You know, my mind then starts to race. And how do I get out of this potentially embarrassing situation? It could have been worse, you see, because I just arrived back on the motorbike. So all I had to do was get on the bloody bike and go into Patong Beach and go to the hotel, because there with Tom in the hotel, he's got a spare set of keys, could have let me in, no problem. But oh no. I had this desperate feeling, this desperate panicky feeling, desire to get myself out of this situation. Maybe the keys were locked inside the house. Well, that's stupid. How could they be locked inside the house? Because the bloody gate is locked from the outside. I must have locked it. But no, I didn't think like that. If only I can get in the house, I can't get inside the house because that's locked as well. But maybe I left the keys in the front yard. Bloody fool. So how do I get over this? Well, I knew that my neighbour's house here was empty. She just moved out. And at the time, I knew that this gate was open. So I opened that gate and I walked around inside the house, and somehow, through my geriatric haze, I managed to clamber over that wall there, bearing in mind that this has been cleared out now by the owner. And so this was all overgrown with stuff. But I managed to get over that wall and drop down inside my own yard. And I went to look around. There were no bloody keys. But now, hey presto, I was locked in. Bloody fool. Because, obviously, I just clambered over this wall. I'm here, I've looked around, and I'm locked in, so I can't get out. What the bloody hell do I do now? Well, I went round the back of the house and I got a ladder. And I stood the ladder up against that wall, just there. And I noticed it was a bit wobbly, but hell, I'm stupid. So I tried to climb up the ladder, and you guessed it, the whole thing slipped away, and whammo, I hit the deck down there from that height on my side. And it was a really hard hit. And, you know, if you're a professional wrestler and sort of 20 to 30 years old, you can take that, but I'm not on both counts, and I realized I could be in big trouble here. So I was laying on the ground, and my first thought is, right, am I going to have a heart attack? Am I going to have a stroke? Because I'm in deep shock. So I lay there for a few minutes. I may have yelled in my distress. Wasn't expecting any help, obviously, but the usual kind of thing. Well, heart attack and stroke did not proceed, thank God. Knock on wood so far. So clamber to my feet, and let's see if anything is broken, because that's the next thing. And basically, at my age, if I'd have broken something, it may have been a death sentence, you know, because, you know, old people, they get pneumonia, things never heal properly, and you're done. But anyway, nothing was broken that I knew about, though I was in a lot of pain in my arm. My right arm, and my elbow was bleeding heavily, but I could stand and I could walk around no problem. So what do? So I repositioned the ladder, this time where I should have put it. I locked it up here, you know, with the rungs around one or two of these spikes here. So I managed to get up the ladder there and climb over back and let myself out again. I can tell the rest of the story from the comfort of my chair. So I did what I should have done in the first place and took the bike back down into Patong, went to the hotel, and bled all over the bloody hotel. What a plonker. And because the other thing was that I didn't want to admit that I'd lost my keys, like some old geriatric. You know, most geriatrics are old, aren't they? But you know what I mean. I didn't want to admit that I'd screwed up. So anyway, I got the spare set. I got Tom's spare set of keys, and bearing in mind that after taking this hit, I was moving around perfectly all right. I went to the supermarket and I got a few spare sets of keys cut. Now I have a spare complete set of keys. I have a spare key one key to let me in on my car key ring, and I have another one on my motorbike key ring. So I should always be able to rustle up a key somewhere. Let's see if that works. But anyway, I patched myself up. It took about 24 hours for my arm to stop bleeding, but so far so good. But I knew what was coming, because I know my own frailties, you know, and if I take a hit like that, sooner or later something is going to come out. And yeah, over the course of the next couple of weeks, one part of my body after another started failing. You know, first I lost the use of my foot, my right foot, because I hit on my right side. So my right foot went completely swelled up, the ankle, the Achilles tendon was mashed. I couldn't put any weight on the foot. I had to get Tom to drive me to the pharmacy to get some medicine. And I was determined I wasn't going to go to the hospital. Like most people of my generation, we don't like hospitals. You know, we want to just either get better of our own devices or snuff it, basically. So anyway, It's 3 weeks later now, and my foot has only just got to the stage where I can walk a short distance sufficiently to get me to the shops and whatever. It's for a short distance, it's almost back to being okay. But obviously I can't walk my normal 6 kilometers yet because it would fail again. But also the other big issue was my back went, and I've been having terrible pains in my back, which I've had before. It's all known to me, but it's very, very debilitating. And knock on wood, that I've still got it, but knock on wood, it's getting slightly better. I have about 3 red hot showers a day, and the hot showers take it away temporarily. The mobility comes back almost instantly, but it disappears again. So here I am 3 weeks later, due to my own stupidity and my own pride. I'm still not right, but knock on wood, I'm improving. And the other effect of all this is the constant pain and whatever. It's made me very tired and feeling very listless and sick and just not wanting to do anything, So there we are. Be warned. Don't do anything stupid like I did. And this obviously explains to my many loyal followers why I haven't issued a video for the last 3 weeks or so. So I'll edit this up into a video over the next couple of days and release it, and maybe shortly after that we'll be back to normal and I can move around again. Right now, thank God, excuse me, thank God I'm able to drive the car, which has really kept me going, but only over the last couple of days as my ankle felt good enough that I can ride the motorbike again. So, sorry, my battery ran out. So where was I? Yeah, this last couple of days I've been able to ride my bike again. So I'm going to go to Kataka, or I'm going to go to Rawai and just ride out, do a round Rawai trip and sit out there for a little bit. Not going to walk around anymore today. Just gradually now, I just got to chip away at it and see if I can get back to normal. I think it's still going to be a long, long road. I really did break myself up inside, and I don't think I'm out of the woods yet. Something else could go wrong yet. I've just got to be prepared for it. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Anyway, thanks for watching. And thanks to all my loyal followers, and hope to see you the next time. If something else goes wrong, I'll let you know. Moral of this story, don't be stupid and don't get old. Cheers.